My name's Andy Hughes. I'm a photographer and an artist and a surfer. I started surfing when I was about 21, when I was an art student. I grew up in a small town in England, in the north of England, which was heavily polluted from mining.
The question for us is, are we doing something to accelerate this process of change or to make it more dramatic? And if so, what?
This idea about being in the sea and my own personal history with pollution, it's actually about 35 years ago when I was surfing in Wales, where I went to university. And whilst I was surfing, there was all kinds of waste floating in the sea. And some of it's not very nice waste. So it wasn't just plastic and waste, it was human waste and industrial waste. So that's kind of set me off on this course of trying to find a strategy and ways to bring that subject matter into the kind of works that I make. But I'm now really trying to give this idea that these things, if we can, sounds a bit extraordinary to say, if we can actually love them or become more connected to them, we take more care. You know, the material from the earth has made that printer, made that mouse, made that keyboard, that plastic pen, the video camera. We're surrounded by it. And of course, what is that material? We think it's dead. It's not dead, because hundreds of millions of years ago, it was live sea creatures. So it's about consciousness and how you think. It's the time.
Besides rock and oil and gas, oil is made out of trees that died 20 million years ago. Oil is made out of dinosaur bones. Oil is maybe made out of the flesh and blood of men, maybe, that beat each other to death with a stone axe, ate saber-toothed tiger for lunch.
So if that makes any sense, what I'm trying to do is get that idea that the things I make, the films I make, the photographs I make, the kind of mixed media things I make, is trying to put life into a dead object, so that you have a relationship with it. So this film of this bottle, what's happening over time is that the sun moves in an arc, and of course what happens is the sun starts to burn through the plastic just because of the optics. And as the film progresses, it's very quiet, and you can hear the sea and the seagulls. But then, very slowly, you get this noise. And the noise builds and builds, and you can hear it becomes intense. There's no title to this, but what you need to know, which you don't know, and I'm going to explain to you, is what that sound is. Because the sound is the NASA recording of the sound of the sun. And of course, all life, there would be no life if it wasn't for the sun. Of course, what's happening all the time is this endless cycle of energy, material, and the oil that's transformed all our lives. And there are other people around at the moment, particularly philosophers, Timothy Morton and Jane Bennett, and some others who have written extensively about matter and climate change, pollution, all those things, and say that part of their kind of thinking, you know, and I'm no philosopher, but what I've extracted from it is that sense that it's a psychological change that we need to make, and art is very good at doing that. So I think coming to Capado Island and visiting the artist studio, I think it's a great opportunity to share our process. So not necessarily people just see the finished work, but they see and feel and understand the process of making. Okay, when they come and see my work at AiR, they're going to find things that will challenge some of their thinking, but also offer some positive ways forward.